Hi, um, this is Killer Bunnies mechanism, where I'm gonna take a mechanism that exists within Killer Bunnies and then relate that to other games. Today I've chosen to do programming. So with programming, what you do is you choose what you're going to do before you do it. So this is a central mechanism within a Killer Bunnies game. Um, so you have your hand of cards. You take a card, you set it down face down. You take a second card, you set it down face down. Before the game even begins, this is what you do. Everyone around the table does the same thing. And then the first person's turn, they flip that over, whatever they had pre-chosen before the game even began. Um, whatever card that is, they'll do that action, whatever, move the next card up, set another card down, and then it's the next person's turn, and they too will flip over the card they pre-chose. Um, just just like that, everyone's gonna play the cards that they had pre-chosen a couple of rounds in advance. If that's something that interests you, there are other games where programming is the central mechanism. Colt Express is one of the games that I've not played but does interest me to play. Um, I'm not exactly sure how it's, more than silly nonsense, which I absolutely see it can be, and you could have great fun doing that. Within that one, so everyone's gonna take their cards. The first person will take the card that they choose. They'll set it down. The second person will as well. Third person, fourth and fifth card, and so forth and so forth. Then there's a board that everyone has their characters on. It's a train. I know that in the main game, there's a lower level of the train and a higher level of the train, and then there's different cars that you can move to. Going to the engine. Um, so what would happen is, okay, so everyone has played their card. So the first player's card goes first. Whatever they chose, say it's moved to the next car, they would move to the next car if someone wasn't in their way. Um, or the second player, their card says that they're going to move down into the car that they're on top of. The next person's going to turn around. The next person's going to shoot. Um, whatever a person is able to do, basically they've pre-chosen to do it, and hopefully it works out the way that they all want it to. Um, so that's the gist of Colt Express, the programming for that, anyways. The next one that interests me is another, game that I have not played. Um, that's Mechs versus Minions. So in that one, you're playing as the mech, going up against several minions, and I believe it's set inside the IP world of League of Legends itself, not being specifically based on any League of Legends game. It's its own insular world within that universe. Um, so what you would do is basically you have your character, you have I believe you have your set of cards, and you would pick a card, you would set that on your board of slots that you can put your cards into, and uh, you know when it's your turn, you're gonna play your cards in this order and that kind of thing. Um, and again, you play this one and then this one and then this one and then this one, and I believe that's the next person's turn after that. If I'm not quite right on that, it's because I'm confusing it with the next game, Root, which I have played. So with Root, um, each player is playing essentially their own game, their own completely individual set of rules. It's not everyone's doing mostly the same thing with special abilities within that. No, everyone's playing a completely different game on the same board, trying to be the first person to get to 30 points within their own individual rule set. One of the factions in there is the Eerie. That's the birds. They are the programming game. That's the set of rules that they follow is programming. Um, so yeah, with that is again, you have your set of cards. You pick one. You would set it down, and wherever you set it, it's your own first card, so that's easy to accomplish. Everyone goes, and then it's your turn, and you put down a second card, whether it goes before or after the one you just laid down. The order that they are on the board chosen for you, like your player board. Um, whichever one comes first, that's the one you have to do first. Whichever one comes second, that's the one you have to do second. So, say everyone else takes their own turns, it's now your turn again. You have a third card to play down. You have pre-chosen slots that you could put a choice of cards in. Um, and same thing, if that comes, set it down in a slot that comes before. So now you have to do that one first, and in the next order you have to do the next one second. You have to do the next one third. They're very strict. This in this order. Um, Say it comes back to your turn. It's the fourth turn, but you can't do anything. It doesn't succeed. That next, you can do the first one, then the second one, but can't get that third one done. Well, that's it. Um, you don't lose the game, but the leader of the Erie is now deposed, and you set it a new leader. So you have a new board to start from scratch, which has advantages, disadvantages. You lose some points for having to start over, but you're able to start going again from scratch. This card, you can now do this one card. Comes again, you can now do the second card, and so forth. So that's programming. So thank you for watching. Um, I anticipate that I'll do this again. So until next time, thanks for watching.